God says, your soulmate's name starts with this letter. My dear child, I want you to take a deep breath and let peace settle into your weary heart right now. I am speaking directly to you because I need to tell you something that might feel like it is cracking you open, but I promise it is only so I can heal you from the inside out. You are not listening to these words by some random accident or a glitch in an algorithm. Your angels and the messengers of heaven have led you to this moment because they have been watching you carry a weight that would have shattered most people long ago. They see the raw, deep pain you have tucked away, the heavy burden you carry when the world isn't looking. But look at you, you are still standing, you are still breathing, and despite everything that has tried to extinguish your light, you are still hoping against hope that true love might finally find you. I know there has been an ache deep in your chest lately, a persistent throb that doesn't go away. It isn't the sharp, stinging pain of a brand new heartbreak, but rather a dull, heavy feeling of a heart that has learned to protect itself so well that it has almost forgotten how to be fully open to the world. You have built walls to keep the hurt out, but those same walls are keeping the joy from reaching you. I see you in those quiet 3 a.m. moments when the rest of the world is asleep and you are left alone with your thoughts, staring at the ceiling and wondering if you will ever truly be cherished. I hear the silent questions of your soul, asking if anyone will ever look past the armor you wear and love the trembling, vulnerable person hiding behind it. I want you to know that I have not let you disappear into that protective numbness. I am orchestrating something so tender and so precisely crafted for your specific heart that when it finally arrives you will weep with a sense of relief because you will finally feel seen. I have been whispering your name into the ears of someone else, someone who understands what it means to carry scars. I am preparing a person whose own heart has been rebuilt from fragments, someone who will not flinch or turn away when they see your jagged edges. You were chosen for this revelation not because you have it all together or because you are perfect, but because you are real. You have stood in the ashes of your own broken dreams, and you refuse to stop believing that something could bloom again in that scorched earth. Before we go any further into what I have planned for you, I want you to take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you never miss these messages of hope and guidance. I am preparing someone for you who will not try to fix you like a project. This person will not see your healing as something they need to rush you through so they can have a more convenient version of you. Instead, they will sit in the sacred space of who you are becoming, and they will call it beautiful. While you have been doing the hard work on yourself, the therapy, the journaling, and the long nights of choosing to stay, the spiritual realm has been working just as hard on your behalf. I have seen every night you chose to keep going when you felt like giving up. I have seen every morning you got out of bed, even when your spirit felt heavy. My messengers have been collecting these moments of your resilience like precious stones, and they are weaving them into a love story that could only be written for someone as brave as you. Even when hope felt like a total lie, you kept a tiny spark alive, and I have seen that spark. You have been feeling a shift lately, haven't you? A restlessness that won't let you settle back into your old patterns of hiding. Your soul is stirring because it senses that something is approaching. Just like animals know when a storm is coming, your spirit is preparing for an emotional weather system that is going to change everything you thought you knew about love. The loneliness you have, worn like a second skin, is about to transform into recognition. It won't be a desperate, grasping kind of love, but a quiet, deep knowing that comes when two people who have done their inner work finally find each other in the aftermath of their healing. You have been learning to love yourself in the broken places, and I am sending someone who will see those very places as holy ground. You might be wondering if you have waited too long, or if your standards are too high, or maybe you worry that your heart is just too damaged for a fresh start. You look in the mirror and wonder if anyone could ever love the version of you that had to be rebuilt from scratch. But I tell you, that version of you, the one who is scarred but stronger, different but more real, is exactly who someone else has been praying for. If you can feel your spirit breaking open as you hear these words, I want you to comment below with the phrase, "My heart remembers how to hope." Let the universe and the angels hear your willingness to believe again, even if believing feels like a dangerous thing to do. Your engagement with this message tells me that despite everything you have been through, you are still brave enough to want love. I am showing you this now, because heaven is ready to prove that your scars are not disqualifications. They are actually your credentials for a love so deep, it could only be trusted to someone who knows the value of a real connection. I have much more to tell you about the person who is coming, and the signs you should look for, including the letter of their name. Trust that the timing is being handled by hands much larger than yours. You are not alone, and you have not been forgotten. Your story is far from over, and the best chapters are just beginning to be written. I am showing you something very specific about your love story right now, my beloved child. The person I am bringing into your life is not a perfect statue of someone who has never known pain. Instead, they carry their own collection of scars and their own history of falling down and getting back up again. They have a testimony of survival, of making it through fires that by all rights should have broken them completely. Because they have lost things they once held dear, they have learned the rare art of holding precious things with a very gentle hand. They know exactly what it feels like to be wounded by love, and that is why they are finally ready for a love that heals. Within the next 2 months, I want you to pay very close attention to the world around you. Someone from your past may resurface with a heart that has been completely transformed, or a total stranger might cross your path who feels so familiar that your soul whispers a greeting. I am being very specific about this timing because I want you to keep your eyes open for the signs of my orchestration as it unfolds in your daily life. This person has been on their own deep journey, learning to love themselves in the shadows, just as you have. They have been asking me for someone real, someone who won't run away when the conversation gets deep or when the emotions become heavy. They aren't looking for a performance. They are looking for you. When you are with them, you will not feel like you have to prove your worth or act like a perfect version of yourself to be accepted. Their energy will feel like finally walking through the front door of your own home after a very long trip. Before I tell you more about how you will recognize them, take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you can stay connected to theirs. Words of truth. When you look at this person, you will feel seen in your complexity and your beauty, not just in the moments when you are strong, but in the moments when you are tender and afraid. Your conversations will flow like water, finding its natural level. You won't feel the need to edit your thoughts or translate your feelings into something more palatable for them to hear. They will understand your references, laugh at your unique sense of humor, and be perfectly comfortable sitting with you in total silence. I have been aligning your frequencies and tuning your hearts to the same emotional wavelength. I am preparing you to recognize each other across whatever distance or circumstances currently keep you apart. This love will not ask you to throw away the wisdom you have gained from your past pain. This person won't want the naive version of you that existed before life taught you how fragile hearts can be. They want the version of you that is standing here today, the one who knows how to fight for what matters and knows the difference between settling and true connection. Remember that there is a time for every season under heaven. You have already walked through the season of breaking and the long, slow season of becoming. Now, my child, it is time for your season of loving. This isn't a love born of desperation or a need to fill a dark hole in your soul. It is a connection born of two whole people choosing to walk together in the light. I know your mind might try to tell you this is too beautiful to trust. Your mind might start making lists of all the ways this could fail or why you should stay guarded. But your spirit knows what your mind is still learning. It knows that every experience that felt like it was destroying you was actually preparing you for this very moment. Imagine what it will feel like to be chosen, not despite your complexity, but be cause of it. Picture the relief of being with someone who doesn't need you to be light and easy all the time. They will sit with you in the heavy moments without trying to rush you or minimize your feelings. You will finally be safe enough to be fully known and fully loved, scars and all. Every person who couldn't handle your depth in the past was simply training you to recognize the one who can. Every relationship that ended was just me clearing the space for the one that is meant to stay. Every time you chose to heal, instead of letting your heart turn to stone, you were preparing yourself for a love that requires your full emotional capacity. I have been using everything, even the parts that hurt the most, to sculpt you into someone who is capable of a love that lasts. If you believe that your season of healing is turning into a season of joy, please comment, "I am ready for my season" below. I want you to understand that this is not about settling for someone who is just available. This is about recognizing that you have become someone worthy of extraordinary love because you have done the extraordinary work of healing your own soul. You have transformed your wounds into wisdom, and you have learned to love yourself even in the places you used to hate. You are now ready to love from a place of overflow rather than a place of lack. The person I am bringing to you has done similar work. They have faced their own demons and learned how to be alone without being lonely. They aren't looking for you to complete them, but for someone to journey with and build something beautiful alongside. Could it be that your season of waiting is finally over? Is your heart ready to believe that the best chapters of your love story are starting right now? You are not alone, and I am guiding every step you take toward this new beginning. My child, I want you to think about all those lonely nights when you lay awake, wondering if you would ever truly feel at home in someone else's arms. Those nights were not wasted, my child. They were preparing you to recognize that feeling of home the moment you finally arrive there. I am telling you today that your heart is ready to believe that the most beautiful chapters of your love story are finally being written. You are not walking this path alone. Right now, thousands of other souls who have been broken and rebuilt are finding their way toward one another in a great spiritual awakening of love. This is a season where I am bringing together people who have done the difficult work on themselves, people who understand that real love isn't about finding someone to make you happy, but finding a partner to share your existing happiness with. I can feel the energy shifting within you as you hear these words and recognize your own journey in them. Many of you have been having vivid dreams about love lately, or perhaps you have been seeing signs that romance is finally approaching. These are not coincidences. They are my confirmations that your love story is being finalized in the spiritual realm and is preparing to manifest in your physical reality. You might have been noticing repeating numbers on the clock, finding unexpected symbols of love in the most ordinary places, or feeling sudden bursts of hope that surprise you with their intensity. These are the breadcrumbs of encouragement I am leaving along your path, because I know how hard it has been for you to keep believing after being hurt so many times. This message itself is another breadcrumb, a reminder that I have never forgotten you. Before we go deeper into the specific signs of your soulmate, please subscribe to this channel to ensure you stay aligned with the guidance I am sending your way. If these words are reaching the deepest parts of your I want you to take a moment to comment below and say, "I choose to believe again." By doing this, you are letting heaven hear your willingness to risk hope one more time, even if it feels a little bit dangerous. Your engagement is an act of faith, a declaration that despite everything you have survived, you still believe that a deep, true love is possible for you. I respond to that kind of courage. I move mountains for hearts that are brave enough to stay open after being broken. I want you to understand that your healing journey hasn't disqualified you from love. It has actually qualified you for a much better, deeper kind of love. As you prepare for this person to enter your life, I am asking you to tend to your inner garden with even more devotion than before. Continue with your therapy, your meditation, your journaling, and your commitment to healthy boundaries. This love I am sending is not coming to rescue you from your journey. It is coming to walk beside you as you continue to become exactly who you were meant to be. Start speaking blessings over this love right now, even though you cannot see it with your eyes yet. Thank the universe for preparing a partner who will appreciate every bit of the hard work you have done on yourself. Express your gratitude for a connection that will honor your strength and your softness at the same time. I want you to pay close attention to the small stirrings in your heart. If you feel a nudge to say yes to a coffee date or to respond to a message from someone unexpected, trust that intuition. Your person might arrive through the most surprising channels, so do not try to limit how I can bring you together. Practice the art of receiving right now in your daily life. Start by accepting small compliments, letting people help you with simple tasks, and allowing yourself to be cared for by your friends and family. Let yourself be seen in your moments of need just as much as you are seen in your moments of strength. It is also time to release any lingering relationships or situations that keep you stuck in patterns of giving much more than you receive. You must clear the space, both energetically and practically, for a love that flows equally in both directions. If you are still holding a flame for someone who could never truly appreciate your light, it is time to let that flame burn out so you have the energy to welcome someone who will treasure your glow. Do not try to force this connection into existence through dating strategies or pure control. This meeting is being orchestrated at a level far beyond what you can manipulate. Your only job is to stay open, keep healing, and continue becoming the most authentic version of yourself. I will handle the logistics of bringing the two of you together. When this love finally manifests, you will understand with total clarity why every other relationship had to end. You will see how every single heartbreak was actually a form of preparation, teaching you how to recognize and appreciate this specific level of connection. Your friends and your children will witness a love so grounded and full of mutual respect that it will become their new standard for what is possible in a relationship. This is not a distant someday future I am talking about. This love is approaching your reality right now. The person whose heart is being prepared for yours is likely thinking about love this very night, wondering if someone like you actually exists. They are hoping they haven't missed their chance, having no idea that they are about to meet the person who will make them grateful for every single thing that led them to this moment. The shift has already started in the spiritual realm. Keep your heart expectant, watch for the signs I am sending, and believe in the possibility that your most beautiful chapters are about to unfold. My child, as we come to this final moment of our conversation, I want you to listen with the very depth of your soul, because the message I'm about to give you is the final key to the door you have been standing before. As you prepare for this extraordinary love to enter your physical reality, I am asking you to tend to your inner garden with even more devotion than you ever have before. Do not stop the work that has brought you this far. Continue with your therapy, your meditation, your journaling, and the firm boundaries you have worked so hard to set. This love is not coming to rescue you from your own life or to do the work of healing for you. Instead, it is coming to walk alongside you, hand in hand, as you continue the beautiful process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. I want you to start speaking blessings over the love that is approaching right now, even though your eyes cannot see it yet. Begin to thank the universe and thank me for preparing someone who will truly appreciate every ounce of effort you have put into yourself. Express your deepest gratitude for a connection that will honor your incredible strength and your gentle softness, your fierce independence, and your quiet desire for a true partnership. When you speak these blessings, you are clearing the path for their arrival. You are signaling to the heavens that you are ready to receive what has been prepared for you. Pay very close attention to the small, quiet stirrings in your heart that tell you to say yes to an invitation. If you feel a nudge to accept a simple coffee date or to respond to a message that feels different from the rest, do not ignore it. Your person might come through the most unexpected channels, appearing in a way you never imagined. Trust your intuition when it whispers that someone worth getting to know beyond the surface. This is how I lead you, not always with a loud shout, but often with a gentle pull in your spirit toward a specific person or place. I want you to practice the art of receiving in every area of your life right now. Start small by practicing how to receive a simple compliment without brushing it off. Let people help you with small tasks and allow yourself to be cared for in the tiny moments of your day. Let your friends show up for you. Let strangers hold the door, and let yourself be seen in your moments of need just as much as you are seen in your moments of strength. By learning to receive the small things, you are preparing your heart to receive the massive, life-changing gift of a soulmate's love. Now is the time to release any relationships or lingering situations that keep you stuck in old patterns. If you are giving more than you receive, or if you are still holding on to a flicker of hope for someone who could never truly appreciate your light, you must let those flames burn out. You need that energy for the person who is coming to treasure your glow. Clear the space energetically and practically so that a love that flows both ways can finally find a home in your life. Before I reveal the specific sign of their name, please subscribe to this channel right now so you never miss the guidance I am sending to your heart. Do not try to force this love into existence through frantic searching on dating apps or by trying to control the timing through strategies and networking. This connection is being orchestrated at levels far beyond what any human can manipulate or control. Your only job is to stay open, stay healing, and stay focused on being the most authentic version of yourself. I will handle all the logistics and the timing of bringing the two of you together. Trust that I know the way to your heart better than you do, and I'm moving the pieces of the universe even as you hear these words. When this love finally manifests in your life, you will look back and understand exactly why every other relationship had to end. You will see with perfect clarity how every single heartbreak was actually a form of preparation, teaching you how to recognize and cherish this level of connection. This love will be so real and so grounded in mutual respect that it will become a new standard for everyone around you, including your children and your friends. They will witness what is possible when two whole people choose each other from a place of health rather than a place of lack. This is not a message about a distant, far-off future. This love is approaching your reality right now. The person whose heart is being prepared for yours is likely thinking about love tonight, wondering if their person actually exists and hoping they haven't missed their chance. They have no idea that they are about to meet the one person who will make them grateful for every difficult experience that led them to you. The shift has already begun in the spiritual realm, and the wheels are already in motion. I want you to keep your heart wide open and your spirit expectant for what is coming. Watch for the signs, trust the divine timing, and believe with everything in you that this is possible. This message found you today because your love story is still being written, and the most beautiful, breathtaking chapters are about to unfold. I have spoken truth over your life tonight, and what heaven has prepared for your heart cannot be stopped by your past wounds, your current fears, or any earthly circumstances. If you feel the weight of these words in your chest, and you are ready to welcome this person, I want you to comment, "I am watching for the signs below." By doing this, you are telling the universe that you are paying attention and that you are ready for the reveal. Trust the process that has brought you this far. The same force that held you together when you felt like you were falling apart is the same force that is now bringing you someone who will celebrate every single piece of your reconstructed heart. As you prepare to close this moment of connection, remember that I have more messages specifically for hearts like yours, souls that have been broken and rebuilt. I know that the deepest and most resilient love often grows in the soil that has been transformed by pain. If this message has cracked something open in you and brought you a sense of hope, show your gratitude and let that energy flow. Share this message with someone else who feels like their story is over, because they need to know that their scars don't disqualify them, they qualify them for something better. Heaven sees your courage, and I celebrate the healing you have worked so hard for. I am preparing a love for you that is truly worthy of everything you have survived to become. You are not forgotten, you are not alone, and your story is very far from over. Rest in this truth tonight, knowing that the specific sign I have promised is already on its way to you. Your soulmate is real, their heart is searching for yours, and very soon the name that starts with the letter I have shown you will become the most beautiful sound you have ever heard.